It's in the name.
Welcome into season 4 of the Good Old Fashioned Dislike Podcast, where dynasties never die and hate is an extreme word, but just barely. On this podcast, we usually pick a football rivalry and we submit that rivalry to the panel of dislike. But today we're picking the college bowl season. It's kicking off. We're ready to go. And each panel member will pick their picks. We're still waiting on a few guys to join us. But before we get to that, we'll go ahead and congratulate the Indiana Hoosiers, who are our second ever dislike national champions, and they'll defend that title, much more prestigious than anything the committee could possibly bestow on anybody, is the dislike national championship. And they will defend that title for the first time against the winner of the Oklahoma-Alabama matchup. No, I didn't do that on purpose, but sometimes it works out that way. Because as we know, right, Blake, Alabama is the luckiest team in America.
It's been happening for longer than I care to remember.
Yeah. So, well, you know, if you haven't checked it out yet, maybe I'll put it in the comment section. There's a great video that I put together to, kind of give Notre Dame a hard time. And let me tell you, they are a touchy bunch. I know Alabama, Auburn fans are pretty touchy, but I don't know. Notre Dame may have taken the cake. And Will Mahan joins us live on the broadcast.
Well, we are. So whatever I say, people are hearing.
Oh yeah. So be careful.
Be a good Christian. Yes, sir.
Glad you didn't come in guns blazing.
Probably good. You should keep that going.
Let me close my office door then.
Yes. That is good. Yes, that might be wise. But yeah, as I was mentioning, we're here to pick the college football pick'em. We've done this every year. It is a competition, and Will has won the last 2 years.
Let's go.
So we take the bowl season, March Madness, the NFL playoffs, and the person who gets the most wins. It's not winning percentage. The most correct picks wins a custom jersey. And Will is still waiting on his second custom jersey, but that's how we do it. And we did pick the order in which we're going to pick is based on the SEC outcomes. Ben Hayes did, in fact, get the most records correct with 4 out of 14. So
and that didn't even count. It's like the All-Star game in baseball. I just get to pick first. It doesn't even count.
Get to pick first, and then me. And then Josh, because he picked the Vols correctly to have the had, and then Will is actually going to, then Blake, and then Will picks last. But adding to the stage is Mr. Josh Thorne, the man who paces it at St. Jude, all that good stuff. He kind of looks like the Flash there.
I'm telling you, I like those glasses.
Yeah, my contacts were sticking. Wasn't happening.
So I think this is the first time we've had the entire panel of dislike on one show. So it should get a little rowdy. But welcome in. And like I said, we're going to get going pretty quick. And Ben Hayes is going to get the first pick with the Cricket Celebration Bowl. That is the South Carolina State Bulldogs at 9-3, taking on the Prairie View A&M Panthers at 10-3.
Yeah,
you
this
lucky
is
dog.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm so ready to make this pick. I have no idea anything about either of these teams, but I do know it is the MEAC champion and the SWAC champion in a highly anticipated HBCU football showdown, first ever meeting. So just wanted to give you all that little brief update so everybody knows.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is going to be, I believe, in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So I'm going to go with
too soon, Ben. Too soon.
Too soon. Sorry, that's where it's going to be. Let's go with the South Carolina State. That's who I'm rolling with because I know nothing about either team, and I'm just going with it.
SEC. All right, I am next with the Bucked Up LA Bowl, 9-4 Boise State. bucked up. It's bucked up.
Oh, okay.
B as in Ben, bucked up. LA Bowl. The Boise State Broncos at 9-4, taking on the Washington Huskies at 8-4. The Peterson Bowl. I think he coached both these teams. Man, it's hard to go against Boise State in a bowl period just because I remember them pulling all the upsets. But I'm going Washington Huskies on this bad boy. Washington Huskies. That means I think Josh Thorne is up next with the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl in Montgomery. Troy Trojans at 8-5, and the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, a little mini Civil War maybe, or Iron Bowl.
I picked Troy. I think Troy's going to stick this out. Got to watch a few of their games this year. I think they'll get it. I think they'll figure it out.
Hayden Higgins, let's go.
Higgins.
He scored a touchdown a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Do they get a ring from the Veterans Bowl if they win?
I don't know.
Hey, so where do they play in Montgomery?
Probably the Crampton Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, down there, downtown, like close downtown.
Yep.
All right, next we got the Blake, the resident Barner Staff DNA Cure Bowl, which is scary. The Old Dominion Monarchs at 9-3, and the South Florida Bulls at 9-3.
Yeah. So are they curing staff? Is that
That's
what they're
what
doing?
like, is this a staph infection? Is that what it's talking about?
Free shots.
So, but this game is pretty interesting. South Florida, they have graciously given us their head coach, and so they're lacking with a head coach, and I think Old Dominion is going to pull the upset on South Florida just because their entire staff headed to the Plains to be Auburn Tigers. So Coach Golish was one of the top coaches in the coaching carousel this year. He's a Russian fellow. You can see by my name, I've got the Cold War Eagle down there. So I'm all on board with Coach Golish. So I think he's going to leave a hole in South Florida, and I think Old Dominion's going to be ready to play.
All right, Will, you're up. 68 Ventures Bowl, defending champion. Got the 6-6 Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the 6-6 Delaware Blue Hens.
This is just stupid. Like, I mean, what is the 68 Ventures Bowl? And then like the Raging Cajuns and the Delaware Blue. Like, think about your mascot being a blue hen. Like that. I mean, it's just
we're just letting anybody, baby.
Yeah, we're just letting anybody go.
Old man Will's here.
It's right there. It's right up there with the Fighting Okra.
Yeah, it's like this is crazy. The bowls are dead after all this. Give me the Raging Cajuns. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I listened to an interview with Coach O today, and I'm going with the Cajuns.
All right, got fired up. That and Botox. If you listen to him, so Ben, you got the Myrtle Beach Bowl, Kennesaw State Owls, and the Western Michigan Broncos at 9-4.
I'm looking this one over here. I think I'm gonna go with Western Michigan because they've had a little tougher schedule. It looks like. I mean, not that either one of them were playing anybody very significant, but I actually recognize some of the teams that Western Michigan played just by looking at their initials. So they've played like Miami, Ohio, Ohio University. So there's at least a couple in there they're recognized. So I'm going to go with, and they've right now are picked, I think, to win by most. So we're going to go Western Michigan. Thanks for giving me another great one.
You're welcome. I've got the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Right, we're down there with
always love the
Pirates. Gasparilla.
I look forward to that bowl every year.
That's my favorite.
We got the 8-4 Memphis Tigers, where we just were, versus the NC State Wolfpack at 7-5. I may pick against the ACC the whole way through because Duke won that league, and they just get what they deserved. So I'm going with the Memphis Tigers at 8-4. That's a little bit of an upset there. A little bit of an upset. And then we've got Josh Thorne. You're getting the first college football playoff round 1. We got the limping in Walking Dead number 9 Alabama Crimson Tide at 10-3, limping out to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Boomer Sooners at number 8. My hat's off to Venables. He is like the most non-cheating cheater outside of Michigan for 2 reasons.
Started
for 2 reasons now in Michigan cheating, but nonetheless, who you got? Josh?
Yeah, I hope he doesn't look at my sign sheet because that would be unfortunate with as many signs he steals. I mean, also not to be the homer on the shirt. Also, I don't think Alabama played real well against Georgia. I don't think they even showed up. I pick Alabama to win this. It's very hard to beat a team twice. They went in our house and beat us, and I think we go in their house and beat them. I think Vegas has got it right. I think it's going to be a 2 or 3 point game, and I hope it doesn't come down to a Talty field goal, but I've seen worse. So I think Bama pulls it off. If we're healthy, if Alabama's healthy. Yeah, I've seen. I don't even know if it's a championship.
Talty was on last Saturday.
Yeah, he was. As long as he's not Bryant Denny, we're okay. Ben, what you think about that one? Alabama, Oklahoma. It doesn't count against you. This is a Josh.
That's what I think about it.
Yeah, who's taking
my tendency, obviously, is to kind of go like not Alabama, just simply because of how we've been playing. But I feel like a lot of the reason we've been playing as bad as we are is because of injuries, because of fatigue, because of a lot of, craziness that's happened over the last several weeks. So I think that we have the capability of winning this one. Maybe even bigger than it looks if we're healthy. I'm kind of curious about if we're going to be healthy or not.
Yeah, all right. I know it's not my turn, but he's known to coach in the playoffs. He is known to be a strategic mind. So, I've got hope. And if we shouldn't have made it this far. So if we win, great. If not, we made the playoffs.
No, Jeff, we have not called the West Virginia game yet. Blake, what do you think?
I'm going to see if we can get our representatives to order a drone strike for Norman, Oklahoma.
It's Cold War era, so you'd be more of like a dumb bomb.
Well, I'll take whatever I can get. That place is dead to me.
A winner, Blake?
Oh, give me Oklahoma just because I hate them a little bit less.
Yeah. Bill, what you think?
Yeah, we're going to win. I feel like we're probably going to beat them. Then we're going to go beat Indiana. Then we'll probably beat Texas Tech. We'll meet, hopefully, Ohio State in the Natty, and we'll get revenge on Caleb Downs. So I feel confident. I did read a report today, though, that Ty Simpson has a herniated disc in his back.
Nice.
So that makes a whole lot more sense.
That's the big rumor going around.
I've been there, done that.
That's the rumor going around the message board. So could we see an Austin Mack or Keelan Russell potentially?
Wow. We'll never doubt.
I hope not, because that would be terrible. That would be awful. All these people, Keelan Mack against Georgia. I'm like, tell me you don't know football. Anyways, I'm saying the Boomers get it done. Boomer Sooner, unfortunately. But the official pick is Josh Thorne rolling with the Tide. All right, Blake Holloman. You got first round CFP, the number 10 Miami Hurricanes at 10-2, going to Kyle Field, number 7 Texas A&M Aggies at 11-1.
Do it, Blake.
I'll respond to my brother Jeff T. I'm living in the corner of my mother's house right now because we're starting construction on our house. So I'll take any dark corner that I can get. But as far as the game's concerned, I really like Mike Elko as a coach. I didn't like him for a while, but he's starting to grow on me. Colin Klein has left to go back to his alma mater, so they're down their OC. But I think Texas A&M gets it right and beats old Carson Beck. So I'm going with the Aggies.
All right. Let's see. That brings us to Will. Will, what you got in the other playoff first round, the rematch, another rematch, number 11, Tulane Green Wave at 11-2, taking on the number 6 Ole Miss Black Bear Lane Train, Pete Golding, Black Bears.
Yeah, Tulane kept it close at 35 at the beginning of the season when they lost 45-10. So I know Kiffin sent back the wide receiver coach, tight end coach, running back coach, and QB coach from LSU back to Ole Miss. So Golding has the whole offensive staff with Charlie Weiss Jr. So Tulane, of course, has lost John Summerall to Florida, so I don't think they got a flying chance. So give me the Ole Miss Land Sharks.
Nice. All right, Ben Hayes. Our other first round game, maybe a slaughter. Number 12, James Madison Dukes. Shout out to you, Duke Blue Devils. And the number 5, Oregon Ducks at 11-1.
Look, how do you pick against a president of the United States? You know, how do you pick against somebody that was a founding father of the United States? But I'm gonna. Okay, I'm going with Oregon Ducks here because I don't think there is a chance. And in my humble old man opinion, it is the dumbest thing on the planet that it's arranged in such a way that some of these teams get into a Cinderella type situation. This isn't basketball, but you can blame Alabama all you want, Notre Dame, but it's because they put in these other teams. Anyway, Oregon Ducks.
Yes.
Flying V, taking it to the house.
That leaves me with the famous Idaho Potato Bowl between the Wazoo Cougars at 6-6, the Utah State Aggies at 6-6. Washington State is in the Pac-2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
These guys are road warriors. There's no telling how many miles they've put on trying to play football games. And just out of respect for that flag showing up at every game day and Mike Leach, give me the Wazoo Cougars. The Wazoo Cougars taking the Potato Bowl. Let's go, Old Crimson. So that brings us to Josh Yeshua Thorne at the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl. The Toledo Rockets of 8-4 fame versus the Louisville Cardinals at 8-4.
Yeah, I'm basing this one solely off. I've been to Louisville about 100 times. And in Churchill Downs, that whole area, big Cards fan. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Louisville. I think they run away with this one.
On a horse race them.
Oh yeah.
All right, Blake.
Chariot.
You got the New Orleans Bowl. Western Kentucky Hilltoppers almost beat the LSU Tigers a few weeks back, and the Southern Miss Golden Eagles at 7-5.
Well, yet again, we have another coach that has left his team and headed elsewhere. The Southern Miss coach is now at Memphis. So for that reason, I'm going to take Western Kentucky and their stability to beat the Golden Eagles.
That Western Kentucky, they're not even Western. I guess they're more Western than East Kentucky. Maybe that's what they got their name from.
What town is that?
That is Bowling Green. It's right across the state line from Tennessee.
Okay.
Let's go. Will, you got the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. UNLV Rebels at 10-3. The Ohio Bobcats at 8-4.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Dan Mullen is still the coach at UNLV after all of the openings in college football. Dan Mullen also went 10-2 in this season and didn't even make his conference championship. So he was pretty hacked about that in an interview towards the end of the season. So I'm going to go with the Rebels and the fighting Dan Mullins here to beat the Ohio Bobcats.
The Cousin Eddie showing up at Christmas time. Let's go. I hear their bathrooms are full there at the Coffee Frisco Bowl for two reasons. Cousin Eddie.
Oh, they call them bathrooms?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Ben, we're back to you with the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve. You got the California Golden Bears at 7-5 and the Fighting Harsons versus the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors at 8-4.
Look, I have a hard time picking against the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors here, just because of the, however you say it, the ha'akoa dance that they do before. That's all these guys stand and do all that stuff. So let's go Hawaii. We're gonna hang loose. Here we go. Let's go for it. Give me
I got the day after Christmas game above Sports Bowl with the Central Michigan Chippewas at 7-5 and the Northwestern Wildcats at 6-6. Man, this Big Ten conference just keeps impressing me by nothing. I can't believe Northwestern wasn't. Northwestern probably would win the ACC if they were in that conference, but I'm going with Northwestern. The smart
wasn't Tim McGraw's baby a Chippewa?
It was. Yeah, it was
okay,
right.
Thought she was.
She's a Chippewa. She's a
not enough.
She's one of a kind.
She's a one of a kind. Oh yeah, you beat me to
it. Josh, you got the Rate Bowl, New Mexico Lobos at 9-3.
The what bowl?
The Rate Bowl.
Okay.
Rate Bowl. New Mexico Lobos. Minnesota Golden Gophers rowing the boat at 7-5.
Yeah. So, well, fun fact: I used to work at Polaris, based out of Minnesota. Spent a lot of time in Minnesota, but that's not the reason I'm picking Minnesota. I'm picking Minnesota because Grayson was actually going to be named Brock after Brock Lesnar, who is also from Minnesota and played for Minnesota. So I'm going with Minnesota.
That's Golden Gophers.
Golden Gophers.
All right, Blake, you got the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl, Florida International Panthers at 7-5, and the UTSA Roadrunners at 6-6.
Well, here we go again. Another coach has left. UTSA, their offensive coordinator, has left, and I think he went to Kentucky, I believe. So I think the UTSA tight ends coach is going to be calling plays. And that is, I don't think you ever want your tight ends coach calling plays for you. So, so I'm going to go with Florida Atlantic. I'm going to flip my score here. Florida International.
Be careful, Blake. Be careful. That was, they'll get you in trouble down there in Florida, but they had Lane Kiffin, so they don't care. All right.
Yeah,
Will, you got the Go Bowling Military Bowl, the Pitt Panthers at 8-4, who I watched in person dismantle Florida State, something Alabama couldn't do, sadly, and the 8-4 East Carolina Pirates.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Pitt Panthers just because Pat McAfee is from Pittsburgh, I believe, is where he grew up, played football at West Virginia, and he has saved – this is an unpopular opinion, but he had saved College Game Day. So I'm going to roll with Pitt.
All right. We've got Ben Hayes in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, renamed the Disappointment Bowl. Both these teams are ranked very high to begin the season. And Penn State cut loose a coach that made the playoffs last year. But we got the Penn State Brittany Lions at 6-6 versus the Clemson Tigers, the Fighting Dabos.
I'm looking at the schedules of these, and of course, Penn State played a couple of teams that are in the top, right now. Ohio State and Indiana, they lost to both of them, lost 4 other games. They did, and they lost to Oregon. So three of those teams. Clemson's had kind of a disappointing season, but they've also beat some, decent teams along the way, had some tough times, but simply because Penn State lost coach, correct? Isn't that right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Coach packed up and left, and Clemson still got Dabo. I think even though the popular vote seems to be Penn State, I think I'm going Clemson here.
Fighting Dabos. The Pinstripe Bowl followed up for me, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
Ooh, love some wasabi.
the Yukon Huskies at 9-3. What in the world? This football season is nuts. And the 6-5 Army Black Knights. And I don't know. To me, it's tough to get ready for that option game. I just think it's difficult to get ready for the option game. I'm going with America here, and we need the Army Black Knights to win. I reserve to be able to change my thoughts after I watch them for the first time this weekend when they take on Navy. But as of right now, I'm rolling with Army and those guys. So that's the official pick. We go to, and of course, Josh Thorne is going to pick the Pop-Tarts Bowl because that's what America's really about. The number 22 Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets at 9-3, taking on number 12 BYU Cougars at 11-2.
Yeah, I just hope both teams have fun. You know what I mean? It is the Pop-Tarts Bowl, and I believe they sacrificed their mascot at the end. So I don't know if BYU. I'm not going to make that joke. BYU wins the game.
Oh, behavior. I don't know. We got the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl for the Blake Holloman, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks at 7-6, taking on the 8-4 Fresno State Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think they're just going to let that clock run. You know, the Snoop Dogg Bowl. Everybody's just going to be out there hanging out. Nobody's going to have a care in the world. No play clock. You know, we're just going to have some vibes out there. But yeah, I think it's going to be just a chill night. But that chill night is not ready for the Maction Ohio Red. What even are they? The Miami, Ohio Redhawks. So I'm going with the Maction team.
The Redhawks it is. All right, Will, you got the Isleta New Mexico Bowl, number 25 North Texas Mean Green, and the 9-3 San Diego State Aztecs.
I'm gonna roll with North Texas. I've been on their campus several times. When I worked out in Dallas, it's in a town outside of it called Denton, Texas. And so I lived close by there, watched some July 4th fireworks shows and right outside the North Texas Mean Green Stadium. So give me
Dallas.
North Texas.
All right, let's see. Ben Hayes, the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl with the Virginia Cavaliers at 10-3, fresh off an ACC championship L from a 7-5 Duke team, taking on the Mizzou Tigers at 8-4.
Well, let's not forget they beat that powerhouse called Duke earlier in the season before they were beat by them in the championship game. However, Missouri played some tough teams. They played Vandy within 7. They played Oklahoma within about 11 points, which is, better than some people did. And so anyway, I think I'm going to go with Mizzou. It's SEC, baby. Let's go SEC. SEC.
Nice. I've got the Condors Texas Bowl with the 7-5 LSU Tigers taking on the number 21 Houston Cougars. And had Lane already be coaching this game, I'd probably go with LSU because, he's probably pretty good against the Cougars. But I'm going with Houston.
Yeah, he is.
Game, the Houston Cougars to win a pretty beaten up, downtrodden LSU, and they deserve that for this whole debacle. So they deserve what they get.
What's his new alias? Joey Mudwater down there on the bayou?
Probably. Josh Thorne, you got the J-Lab Birmingham Bowl. Sad that Auburn is not visiting this year. Georgia Southern Eagles at 6-6 versus the App State Mountaineers at 5-7.
Is it App State that I've got? I thought it was Coastal Carolina that I had.
They dropped out, I thought. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. You're after me. I may have sent you wrong. You should be third after me and Ben. So,
which one am I picking? I'm sorry.
You got the J Lab. I must have sent you wrong. You got Georgia Southern and App State.
I'm gonna go blind taste test here. I'm gonna go with Georgia Southern.
Let's go. They actually are hated rivals apparently, and have already played this year. And App State's like, give us one more chance right now. Do it. Let's do it.
That might be a game worth watching then.
Blake, you got the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. The Chanticleers at 6-6, and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs at 7-5.
That one's not on my list.
Yeah, I'm just messing with y'all out the gate. That's the problem with me being the host.
He can just do whatever he wants.
It's called the opt. It's like the next one's going to be the opt-out bowl. It's going to be between Notre Dame and Auburn.
I was fully prepared to pick the Tennessee Vols to win against the Illini. But
in the oh my goodness, my eyeballs are bleeding bowl.
Yeah. So which one do you need me to pick right here, Travis?
Let's go. I don't know where I messed this up, but let's go. Go ahead and pick the Independence Bowl there, Blake. The Coastal Carolina 6-6, Chanticleers, and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs at 7-5.
Coastal Carolina's been pretty good the last few years, so I'll take the chickens. Their mascot's a mean-looking chicken, so I'll take him.
Hey, hopefully those Pilgrims commercials, those are hilarious.
All right, Will, you got the oh my goodness, what happened to my eyeballs? I have no idea how to watch this game. Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl, exactly where the Volunteers deserve to be if they're going to be in a bowl, is Nashville at 8-4 versus the Fighting Illini at 8-4.
Well, I lived in Tennessee for 9 years, and the Tennessee fans were awful to me, but they didn't have much I didn't have much to worry about during those 9 years that I lived there. But anytime Bama struggled, I heard about it because they would rather watch Alabama than their own team. But I feel like Heupel is kind of losing the fan base a little bit here. And that could be because Tennessee is Diego Pavia's house and not anymore. So I think Heupel is going to try and, this is a big one for them going into the offseason. So I'm kind of thinking the same thing that Blake was here, and I'm going to roll with the Vols.
Bobby Hill.
Wow.
Hill and the Vols.
I think Bielema's got a pretty mean running game there, and I hope it works.
That's true.
Hope Tennessee gets blown out. Redo. Give them Pavia to blow them out again. That's fine. All right, Ben, you got the Valero Alamo Bowl of the number 16 USC Trojans at 9-3, and the TCU Horned Frogs at 8-4.
TCU and who?
USC.
Trojans.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just go. I have no idea because I was looking at that another game too. So let's go with. I was ready to pick Pavia, man. I'm Vanderbilt.
You're making me root for Vandy.
I think I'm gonna go with USC. Blind. I don't know. Let's go USC.
They are the two ranked, but let's be honest, both these teams rarely show up in the postseason.
USC's got the number 1 recruiting class right now going into next year.
Just give it time.
Bama's number 2.
The ReliaQuest Bowl, we got the number 23 Iowa Hawkeyes, the number 14 Fighting Pavias of Vanderbilt. I'm hoping Vandy blows them out, but Iowa somehow, I don't know, they hypnotize people or something with their terrible offense. But I am going with Vanderbilt. I think they're highly motivated and want to play football, which I can't say for every team that has a golden helmet.
Iowa is the Auburn of the North. They have got the voodoo.
They got the voodoo. All right. So let's go Josh Thorne, the Tony, the Tiger Sun Bowl. I think you've gotten all the goofy bowl names, at least tonight, not in your email, but tonight. We've got
I don't have this one either.
8-4 Arizona State Sun Devils and the 8-5 ACC champion Duke Blue Devils in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Give me Arizona.
The Sun Devils.
Who was the running back, or was he from Arizona State last year? Who was the
Scatabo?
Scatabo. Yeah, Scatabo. He played. Was it at Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona State.
Same coach. I was about to say he's like 35. Now give me Arizona. I think Arizona wins this one over SMU.
Arizona State takes it over the Blue Devils. All right, we got Blake Holloman, the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, the number 18 Michigan Wolverines. If we can't cheat you in the game, we'll cheat other places. Michigan Wolverines and the number 13 Texas Longhorns, both at 9-3.
Who's feeling the cheesiest, Coach?
I've got feeling the cheesiest, Coach.
Yeah, Sharon Moore woke up feeling something else, but
he got Auburned. He got Auburned.
Except his was legit. And then if you're reading the reports that have come out, I mean, he showed up to old girl's house and just lost his mind, and
his job too.
Yeah, he lost everything today.
He lost his kids probably too.
So for that reason, I'm gonna go with Texas.
The Longhorns. SEC. That's weird to say still.
I'm never getting back on the show, probably.
All right, Will, you got the distribution Las Vegas Bowl with the Nebraska Cornhuskers at 7-5 and the number 15 Utah Utes at 10-2.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. So just give me Utah. I'll roll with the Mormons.
Utah it is. All right, we're back to Ben Hayes, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Somebody's getting hit with mayonnaise, and it's either the Wake Forest Demon Deacons at 8-4 or probably the best 5-7 team in the country outside of Auburn, right? Mississippi State Bulldogs, 5-7.
Shoo. Goodness. Give me, that's some good football right there. Good quality football. I don't even know. What did you say? 8-4 and Mississippi State is what? 7?
5-7.
5-7? Oof. Give me the Wake Forest Demon Deacons or whatever.
Somebody's getting doused with mayo. It's the winner. Shouldn't the loser get hit with mayo? I don't know.
That's what I would think.
Nobody wins.
All right. I got the Crust and Will Holiday Bowl. Not sure how Will Mahan got a bowl named after him before me, but here we are.
He is kind of crusty.
We got the number 17 Arizona Wildcats at 9-3. The 8-4 SMU Mustangs. I just don't have a whole lot of respect for the ACC, which means they'll win all of their bowl games. I don't have a whole lot for the Big 12, but I'm going with the Arizona Wildcats just out of spite and revenge for keeping Alabama playing so poorly in the ACC championship last year. So there you go, SMU Mustangs. Folks, I totally skipped a ton of these. How did I skip so many? I'm tired. Sorry.
I was going to say, are you going to shoot us a picture?
You sound like a Notre Dame fan.
What? Where am I at? I did one. All right. Josh Thorne. We need the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. With 5-7 Rice Owls and the 6-6 Texas State Bobcats.
Give me Texas State. That is also not on my team.
Yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas. I'm going with Texas.
We're destroying Josh's engineering. Like, what? This is off the rails. No way. Let's go, Blake Holloman. You got the AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
You sure about that?
No. 9-2 Navy Midshipmen, and 7-5 Cincinnati Bearcats.
Trump has been lighting it up with our Navy and these aerial assaults lately, so I'm going with the Navy.
All right, this is going to make everybody happy.
Navy.
Let me make sure I haven't skipped over a ton of other ones. I'll get with you guys on the second round of the college football playoff later, once we know who's in and who's not. But I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for putting up with this. This is always a lot of fun. It's great to have Josh with us for the first time. He's a beautiful human being and a model American. I will pass it around one last time. I like to do the golden dislike every week, which is the epitome, like the worst thing, the thing I hated the most, because we're all old men, cynical, shaking our fist at the sky for being the wrong shade of blue. So I thought I'd give you guys an opportunity to do that. And we'll start with Ben Hayes. Have you got to go? Because you got all the SEC. Right. Blake, you got to go on the dislike?
Well, just because I blow up the group text a lot with complaints doesn't mean that I have something. I'm not mad at the world. Okay, that's fine. I've got something that I really want you guys to just tell me. Here's my golden dislike. All right, can y'all see me?
I can see you.
Okay.
I'm worried.
Imagine me right now with a bowl cut and a visor running down the sideline, doing this right here.
You're clapping. It's a clap. It's a rage. You're clapping.
What am I doing?
You're clapping. You're clapping.
Right?
It's a clap. Clearly a clap. It's clearly a clap.
So first,
I think you're calling it technical.
They called the timeout, and then he lied about it. And then they were just like, oh, my bad. Yeah, we're going to give you a fresh 40 on the play clock. And then he's going to double down on it in the press conference. Like,
who are we talking about? I don't even know. I'm just
Kirby Smart.
So, all right, who's next?
I got another one. Let me just go around. Let me just go around the room here in the SEC. Brent Venables, brother. How many people are you going to hide on the sidelines and throw touchdown passes to? Okay. Then, while we're on that subject,
let him cook.
Ken Williamson, longtime SEC referee. He's been a ref as long as I've been alive. He has reffed so many Auburn games this year and lost Auburn games that they suspended him indefinitely for the rest of the season. So, sorry guys, I just had some pent up aggression there. Had to get it off my chest.
That's why I wanted you to start.
Kirby can go kick rocks with his timeouts.
Auburn was so close though.
Auburn, you're gonna set him off again. He just did enough for the rest of us.
What makes me most mad is Ben didn't even know I was talking about Kirby Smart.
I didn't know you were talking about Kirby Smart. I just like to play the dumb one.
It comes so natural.
It's natural.
I appreciated the bowl cut comment actually.
Bowl cut and a visor.
Bowl cut and a visor.
Oh, I was clapping. Oh, give me a freaking break, Kirby Smart.
I'm actually gonna maybe make friends with Blake here for just a second.
Okay, you're going to try hard.
One of mine is the absolute millisecond replay, where you have to go down to the slowest possible level and find these really technicalities, and then half the time not even go with what you see. But it's we've slowed the game down to this point where, what 20 years would have been a catch, it's not anymore. And then what wouldn't have never been considered a fumble is a fumble, just because we slow it down to the smallest level. And I get why, I guess you got to have some level, but half the time they end up going against it. So I don't understand. It's like foul in basketball. Half the time I don't understand what's a catch anymore.
Yeah, Jackson Arnold crossing the plane with the football. Whoop, that's not a touchdown.
My gripe is
talking about Blake.
My gripe is Notre Dame getting mad at the ACC for the ACC trying to push Miami, who is in their conference, into the playoff.
It's called being a victim.
So the conference is pushing one of their own teams into the playoff, and Notre Dame fans are over here, and the AD's ticked off going, well, now the ACC has hurt ties with us, and I don't know that the relationship can ever be mended. You're not even in the ACC. So, man up, join the conference, and then talk about it. And nobody
else do it.
And, you didn't get pushed out because of Bama. You got pushed out because you got beat by Miami. And then you also got pushed out by 2 group of 5 teams. Like, just get over yourself.
The group of 5 thing is my other one. Ugh.
Notre Dame was so much better when Rudy was there. And I wish they would go back to Rudy because this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard all the Notre Dame players actually took their jerseys off, laid their jerseys on the coach's desk, and so he completely missed the memo, and they took their ball and went home.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, you lost. Yeah, you may be playing well because you played Sheffield. Like, you played nobody.
I was actually going to bring up the Notre Dame one myself, but mine's maybe a little bit different. And maybe this is a homer take, but I'm kind of with Saban on the whole. The players lose in the coaching searches, and as much as I love the chaos and the drama behind Lane Kiffin, and I loved watching every bit of that unfold. And I've got a lot of Ole Miss fans, and that was very fun to watch that. The players lose this. I mean, Ole Miss is literally the first time they've ever been in the playoffs. They're number 6. They have a legitimate shot. And they're being penalized because their coach and because they won so much, their coach is going to a rival. I'm not going to sit here and preach, but I mean, we're at the NFL now. Kids are getting paid, nothing wrong with that, whatever. But we have a proven model with the NFL. It needs to go to that model where you have the portal is after a certain time. You have a standard. You can't deal with coaches during the season, and you finish the season. I mean, sure. I mean, fire a coach in the middle of the season. That's fine, but you can't. A coach should not leave his team in the playoffs. That's just crap.
Yeah, that's a big golden dislike. The whole scheduling, the whole schedule is nuts. The whole early signing period, it rushes everything. So I'm on board. I will say that
it's the government at work.
Yes. My golden dislike will always be the Heisman Award. I hate the Heisman. I hate when they talk about it. I hate that they talked about tying the Heisman in October. And I'm sitting there going, let's play like the better defenses we have to play all season first. And, he's swooning. And I'm like, Mendoza ain't out here playing LSU, Oklahoma, the Barn, and then Georgia twice. Like, yeah, I'm going to swoon too, because those guys are hitting me in the mouth every week. Like, Ty was fine, and he's going to be better, but I just hate all this. Like, I love, thankfully, they're taking the strength of schedule into consideration. Otherwise, Bama would be at home, and that's just how it works. But it's like, I hate the Heisman Trophy. Like, if you are giving out the Heisman in September, you are going to suck by November. You can bank it because the Heisman Trophy is given out by media people. And so, like, we kill the kid because he's not living up to the hype we created for him. And I'm like, and then they're like, oh, he's hurt. Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah. Who isn't hurt? Like, and then like Stockton's out there getting like did y'all see Tim Keenan kill that kid? I can't believe his collarbone held up. Whoever his collarbone workout person is, like, they should make $1 billion, and he's getting tore up. And I hate the Heisman. Even when Alabama guys win it, I think it's such an over media award. And so I hate it because the minute they crown you the greatest player, you are going to come down off of that pedestal. And I
can't wait to see Pavia in the Heisman house. It's going to be, it's going to be a great commercial.
His speech is going to be awesome.
It's going to be great.
Him and Johnny Manziel are going to be relegated to the backyard.
I didn't even think about that. That's got to happen now.
The Heisman speech must happen. We need to hear it regardless if he wins or not. And he's the type of guy who will totally get on social media.
They'll be in the 370Z in the commercial for Nissan.
You're underestimating Baker Mayfield and him being on the if he doesn't win it, I do hope the Indiana quarterback does, because he'll be just as odd and out of place. In the Heisman house.
That dude probably has dead bodies in the basement of the Heisman house.
Yes.
The video just got removed from Facebook right there.
Live body, sorry.
Hey, I like Signetti. I wish we'd have got him back in the day. But anyways, appreciate it, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed your time to unload on college football. Hopefully your wives have appreciated you being able to do that on here instead of them. I know Whitney appreciates y'all.
Y'all have a good one.
Y'all too.
See ya.